Get informed on what is happening in our political scenes and people who are making headlines in different parts of the country and the world right here at TAS TV. Join me, Lavin Nyagoa, as I bring to you weekly news highlights that are factual every Friday at 4 o'clock. See you then.
This is the newest, most exciting entertainment show where nothing is off limits. We bring you real, authentic, and raw conversations. Enjoy good vibes, fashion, and lifestyle from your favorite celebrities. Fun, trending topics, games, and educative segments. Every Tuesdays from 3 p.m. and Saturdays from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. With me, Lavin Nyagoa and Hazel Jeru, only on The Unfiltered.
Katika kipindi tunakuletea wasanii.
What's up my guys, I go by the name Rainams.
Eti nikipita kwa macho na nipimia, na kama sina pesa unguwezi nipimia. Hapa Shensta the Poet manze.
Ngoma moto moto.
If you wanna show some love, I don't fake it too. Kumenya mawazo makuu nani anedera shule utani waku
Vichekesho mkisongaza mahojiano moto moto, stori za wasanii pamoja na talanta za wasanii.
Fiki wa kasi gani kama wapatikani wakati wa shida.
Na pia kwenye kipindi utabambika, utajijenga, utaelimika, utakuza talanta yako.
My name is Rebecca Mutie, I'm a model and I'm Afri Kenya. I'm a student. Napenda kusikiza kipindi cha Bonga na Katoni kila Jumatatu kuanzia saa 9 mpaka saa 10.
Kumbuka ni kwenye Bonga na Katoni ndani ya TAS TV kuanzia saa 9 hadi saa 10 kila siku ya Jumatatu.
This is Bonga na Katoni in TAS TV. Karibuni. Good evening. I know tumechelewa sana, but we apologize for being late. Karibuni sana to today's show. On this amazing episode, we are having a very beautiful story that we're going to be covering today. I have good guests, amazing guests that you're gonna learn so much from, and of course they're coming in with good news, the main reason as to why tumechelewa, sindio? So anyway guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for choosing TAS TV all day every day. Remember to follow us across all social media platforms at TAS TV_KE on Instagram, Twitter and TikTok, at TAS TV Official on YouTube, and at TAS TV on Facebook, www.tastv.co.ke on our website. Without much talking, let's get straight into the show. Karibuni sana to today's episode.
Thank you.
How are you people? Mbona mnakanika mjachangamka na we are here to celebrate some good news.
Nikuchoka.
Unachoka aje mapema? It's quite early. Anyway, please introduce yourself. I will start from the far end. Just introduce yourself, tell us who you are, a brief kidogo, ndo pia tusikule into time sana.
Wow, I'm Stanley Ngara, the African King of Condom. I'm a champion in advocacy and promoting health and HIV/AIDS in our country. I've also extended my services to helping the needy children on medical bills in connection with an organization that is in India called UMID.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then to our
guest.
Our guest, the chief guest of the day.
Thank you. My name is Catherine Omboy, and I'm a beneficiary from the group, UMID group, through Mr. Ngara.
Yeah.
It is for my baby. Yeah.
Okay, so guys, you know that every day when we get here, we normally talk about celebrating the milestones that people or persons living with HIV and AIDS wamekuwa nayo so far in the journey. Today's episode is a little bit different because we are here to celebrate young children who are beneficiaries of a very nice NGO who are doing such a beautiful work in India, and through them there is the connection that has come in, and now Kenyan children are also able to benefit from that. So just to get straight to the questioning part or rather the interview part, just to start with Catherine, talk to us about your journey. When did you first discover that, you know what, my baby has this condition that needs some help, and how did you go about it then before meeting Ms. Tangara?
So immediately after birth, yeah, we knew, because the doctor told me the color of her hands, she was purplish, the lips, the toes, so that's when I knew. So they told me that's a symptom of a heart condition. Yeah, so she had a hole in the heart, and her blood was going in reverse, so they needed to do a switch. So he went to India when she was 4 months old in 2020 Feb. They did the surgery, but no one could be done because they did 3 major surgeries. So that was a limit because she was still small. So they told me, we'll review this and maybe come back later. So 2 years down the line, we went for a checkup. We normally go for a checkup annually. So they saw that she needed to go back. For now, she had developed pulmonary stenosis, where she was building pressure on that side of the heart. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why. The first time I went to India, I met a friend also in Kenya. She had taken a baby there for treatment. She had a brain tumor, and she went there through Ms. Tangara. So that's when I knew him.
So that is how you met
you met him.
Tangara. Okay, so Ms. Tangara, talk to us about how did you come to know of Omid, and how did you guys come to the point where you're now working together to help Kenyan children?
Wow, thank you very much. I think one thing that I always respect and I value is the media people. You people are very important. I've been interviewed and aired by more than 60 media houses. BBC, Al Jazeera, media houses in India, interviews by so many. In fact, the current one that is ongoing is with the media house in Korea. So I think the social media can connect people all over. So in 2020, in my normal duty of distributing condom, I went in a village somewhere in Kawa West. And the guys I was giving condom, they said they don't want condom. They want me to go and help a sick baby somewhere. So I was really challenged because that's not my line. So when I went to that family, I was overwhelmed because one, they had the landlord chasing them. They were given auction letter. They are not paid their house for months. They didn't have food, and the baby needed 2.4 million to go to India. The mother is not working. The grandmother is not working. They were in chaos. So when I went into that house, in fact, the first thing I did is I donated what I had. And I said, God help me, give me a way to help this family. So I told them, make a pay bill, this pay bill account. So they did. The following day they did. I met the media who wanted to do an interview. So I did what those guys told me, that they don't want condom. I told the media guys that wanted to interview me, or Kameme or somebody, I'm not going to take your interview until you interview this baby, so as we can get support. They did that, and the following day, it was in the news. It was in the breakfast news, 8 o'clock. And they gave the pay bill number. At 10 o'clock, we had raised 400,000 from one interview. So from there, those are stories. We used social media. We were able to raise 2 million for that girl to go to India.
Yeah.
The NHIF also contributed,
Yes.
and the baby went to India, and I was so happy. They came back.
Yeah.
We picked them from the airport, and that girl today is good, going to school,
Yeah.
and she's excellent. So that initiative really motivated me, and I've been helping kids here, right and there, and now through the social media, I saw Umid helping the Russia-Ukraine war. They were collecting food from India,
Yeah.
taking to
Russia.
and Ukraine.
Ukraine,
The
yes.
Ukraine's probably Ukraine. And I started chatting with these people. Then I had some people who were coming here in Kenya to do a film about the King of Kondo.
Yeah.
So it's like they knew one another.
Yeah.
So they connected, we started chatting, and they appointed me as their agent here in Kenya,
Yes.
who will mobilize kids and take to them. And this when I was able to get this beautiful mother here, and she was our first beneficiary in this project.
Okay.
Yes.
So just remind me your baby's name.
Adalia Wanjiko Masaba.
Let me call her Shiko instead.
Or Masaba. Just
Yes.
call her Masaba.
Masaba. So, Mama Masaba, as a beneficiary of this program, getting this chance, knowing Ghana, the whole step, yeah, sasa kumjua, being introduced to him, and then now starting the conversation that, you know what, I need you to help me with this. I need to take my baby back to India because of the condition that she's having. How was that process like?
Okay, it was through a friend, the mother of the child he was talking about.
Yes.
We were staying in the same hotel, so we became friends. So even after coming back, we still kept in contact.
Yes.
So when she heard that I'm going back for the second surgery, she told me she heard from Gara that he's having an organization
Yes.
which is taking kids. So she told me, forward your number to, if we exchange number, she gave me his number. I called him, and that was it.
And that
yeah,
was
I sent the report, the baby's report. That was they needed the baby's report. I sent it to Mr. Ngara. He sent it to the organization. They sent the doctor, got the response. Yeah, and I was told to prepare. They gave me this amount. They told me you are going to pay 70 to 80%, partially pay. So that's how we.
That was like the whole process.
Yeah,
So
it was through that lady. Yeah.
Yes, so it wasn't
Through the
really
man.
hectic.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Okay, so Ngara, she's mentioned something that Umid only pays 70 to 80%. Can you talk to us about that?
What we do is very easy. The first thing is to get the contact with the mother.
Yes.
The mother will give me the medical report. I'll send it to the Umid NGO.
Yes.
The NGO have a group of doctors who have donated themselves to help children in Africa.
Yes.
So they are going to throw the case to the doctors, and the doctors are from 6 best hospitals in India.
Yes.
And so they will pick, and they'll send it to the administration, where the administration will give an invoice that in case of this condition,
Yes.
this is how much you need to pay. And we have given people an opportunity to go and ask other hospitals
Yeah.
the same condition, how much they can charge. And I think ours is the best.
Yeah.
How much was your first?
It was more.
How much? Like
It
how?
was more than 500 USD.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
more. Yeah.
More. Like so when we get the invoice,
Yes.
we'll send back to the family, and then we'll tell them this is how much you need to pay.
Yes.
And then from there we are going to help you or donate 70 to 80% of your medical bill.
Okay.
For instance, maybe she can tell her the actual bill that she was given,
Yeah.
how much we paid and how much she paid, so as you can understand.
Okay.
Yeah. So for the evaluation, it was around 1,000 to 500 to 1,000 USD, around 1,500,000. So that was the evaluation. The surgery was around $7,000. So they said they'll pay for the surgery. and I pay for the evaluation. Yeah. So yes, when I went there, after the doctor saw the baby, even the amount went a bit higher than the evaluation, and they still covered.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's now get back a little bit. The doctors now have the report.
Yeah.
You're now told you're now ready. You can now travel to India. So how was the process you're packing? Talk to us about the whole packing, going there. What was running through your mind during your time?
Okay, it was the second time going,
Yes.
so it wasn't as the first time.
Yeah.
So I had an idea of some things, even the packing. I knew what to carry. I also did some research on the weather over there because it's different.
Yes.
Yeah, because there it's very hot. Yeah, so I had to do those research. Yeah, those are the things you need to know: what to carry,
Yes.
what to wear. Yeah, even for the baby. Yeah.
So fast forward to you being umefika pale, you're now maybe talk to us before getting there. How do you deal with accommodation and all those
They
things?
also take care of that.
Okay.
Yeah, from the people from the UMID. So they'll help you look for accommodation.
Yes.
They'll give you like 3 varieties to choose from, and it is very affordable and clean, and it's a high standard place. It's a very nice place, by the way. So they'll do that for you because they're there. Yeah, they also arrange someone to pick. They also pick you up from the airport to the hospital, to the guest house. They arrange everything. They do it for you.
So everything is taken care of.
Yeah, but now you pay. That they only help you.
We coordinate.
Yeah, they help you get those rooms, but you pay for this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's interesting.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Ngara, during this whole journey, they're now on the other side of the world. You're on this other side. How do you ensure that communication may keep up communicating so that you know what's going on the other end, and she knows what's happening?
Maybe let me mention 2 things before I answer that. That we also have a role to prepare in Kenya. To book for visa,
Yeah.
you need to book for visa. We also need to book what we call fit to fly certificate. We get people how you can get fit to fly, and also there's a clearance.
Yeah.
We call it a medical clearance for you to go and get medication overseas.
Yeah.
There's medical clearance. So as people will give you contact of people who will help you and even guide you how to get support from there.
Yes.
The other thing is about passport. Currently we have more than 20 children that need our attention and our support.
Yeah.
But you'll find that they are stuck with the passport.
Yeah.
And also the challenge is some of the conditions have timeline. That a doctor they organize a baby with a condition and tell you this condition can only go with this situation not more than 3 months or 2 months. So we come in to help the mother or the parent, because already they have a timeline. They can't coordinate themselves. They need finances. They need even people to support them, family members. We give them hope.
Yeah.
And we take care of the children. So we talk hope and care of the children.
Okay.
So one of the things, it is very scary when you take responsibility. You are the one who have coordinated people from here to go.
Yes.
You don't know where they are. You don't know what is happening. And I think the first thing that I did, I made sure that she have gone to the airport.
Yes.
I was the last person to see her off. She went to the airport. I was calling her. She told me she had boarded, and I think we were the last person to talk to until she boarded. I knew how many hours they will take, so the first thing when they landed, I was there to confirm they are there.
Yeah.
I sent photos to India, so as the NGO will identify the mother.
And he also gave me the NGO's number before going.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
And also we also did a conference.
Yeah.
We did a conference meeting with the NGO and her and me. And in most cases we also involve the doctor to tell us the procedure and how long it will be. So in the invoice, one of the things that we emphasize is how long it will take, so as we can help the patient plan. So we knew that she was to stay there for 20 days. So booking the flight, because you book to and fro, you have exactly to make sure maybe you add +1 +2 because of any logistics, but you have a timeline that your condition can only take this period. So you can be able to plan your houses, to plan your food. I'm happy that Kenyans carry unga. There's some things they carry because in India they are vegetarian, most of the people. So we advise people before they go, and also because you have been there earlier, and also there is an Mama Naomi was there. I use people who have been there before to help the new client to think wrong and also to manage the expectation.
Okay, so that's interesting, guys. We are going on a short commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to be talking more about now the next step, which is now the surgery part. So see you in a bit. Remember, we still have a good story for you. Get informed on what is happening in our political scenes and people who are making headlines in different parts of the country and the world right here at TAS TV. Join me, Lavin Nyagoa, as I bring to you weekly news highlights that are factual every Friday at 4 o'clock. See you then.
This is the newest, most exciting entertainment show where nothing is off limits. We bring you real, authentic, and raw conversations. Enjoy good vibes, fashion, and lifestyle from your favorite celebrities. Fun, trending topics, games, and educative segments. Every Tuesdays from 3 p.m. and Saturdays from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. with me, Lavin Nyagoa and Hazel Jeru, only on The Unfiltered.
Welcome to TAS Media Institute, the home of undiscovered talents. You will be trained by professionals who have a passion in what they do. Do not be left behind. Enroll now and become a pioneer of TAS Media Institute. We are located at Neema Plaza, 2nd floor along Kenyatta Highway in Thika Town. Life can sometimes take unexpected turns, and this family's story is no exception. When a gas explosion completely changed the course of their living, Mr. Joseph Lual and his family have been forced to face unimaginable hardships. But even in this phase of adversity, they have managed to persevere with so much resilience. And as the saying goes, adversity introduces you to yourself. Let's get the story of Mr. Joseph and his family.
So welcome to the first episode of Brain Busters. My name is Mwangi Dominic. Leo tuko barabara ya MKU, tunauliza maswali tatanishi.
At TAS Media Institute, we let you discover your talent.
Katika kipindi tunakuletea wasanii.
What's up my guys? I go by the name Reynams.
Eti nikipita kwa macho unanipimia, na kama sina pesa unguwezi nipimia. Hapa Shenster the Poet manze.
Ngoma moto moto.
If you wanna show some love, show some love, but don't fake it too. Ida kumenya mawazo makuu, nani anadera shida, warutani waku.
Vichekesho mkisongaza, mahojiano moto moto, stori za wasanii pamoja na talanta za wasanii.
Fiki wa kasi gani kama wapatikani wakati wa shida.
Na pia kwenye kipindi utabambika, utajijenga, utaelimika, utakuza talanta yako.
My name is Rebecca Mutie, I'm a model and I'm Afri Kenya. I'm a student. Napenda kusikiza kipindi cha Bonga na Katoni kila Jumatatu kuanzia saa 9 mpaka saa 10.
Kumbuka ni kwenye Bonga na Katoni ndani ya TAS TV kuanzia saa 9 hadi saa 10 kila siku ya Jumatatu.
This is Bonga na Katoni in TAS TV. Karibuni. Welcome back guys. Thank you so much for staying tuned. Thank you so much for keeping up with us. Unajua tunapeana ile story, a very amazing story of a young girl, just a 2-year-old, alienda India and she's back now. Very okay, very fine, but that hizo zote zilikuwa juu ya the one amazing organization, and that is Omid organization through the African King of Condoms. And we said when we come back, we're going to come back with the part where now she's talking to us as a mom. As a mama tuambie what was it that was running in her mind during her time. Mtoto sasa, she's separated from the baby has to go into the theater room without her. So that is what we're going to be talking about next. Just to read a few comments before tueleze that part of the story, we have Sami Wanjiru saying tuned in from Changamwe Malindi. Asante sana. Ndoshi watching from Nairobi, thank you. Imacha watching from Juja, set for an educative and informative show. Asante sana. Star Mwar says hello, watching from Muranga Kamakawa, and ready to hear the beautiful story of what the Lord have kupitia mkuu. We also have Slink Editrix. I want to hear more about the baby and the mother. Such an inspiring story. We have Mary Muiruri says awesome. So thank you to everyone who's commented. Thank you to everyone who's, supporting us in one way or another. So back to you, Mama Masaba. That is what you told me to call you. Yeah. So talk to us. Uko pale ndani, you're separated from the baby, and now the baby has to go into the theater for I don't know how long. You're going to let us know as well. What was running through your mind as a mom?
You just pray.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that time you just pray.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and hope everything goes well.
Yes.
Because they come and they prepare everything before. They
Mm-hmm.
come and talk to you, they sit you down,
Mm-hmm.
they explain the procedure. You sit to the doctor, he will tell you everything you do.
Yeah.
Welcome to TAS Media Institute, the home of undiscovered talents. You will be trained by professionals who have a passion in what they do. Do not be left behind. Enroll now and become a pioneer of TAS Media Institute. We are located at Neema Plaza, 2nd floor along Kenyatta Highway in Thika Town. Life can sometimes take unexpected turns, and this family's story is no exception. When a gas explosion completely changed the course of their living, Mr. Joseph Lual and his family have been forced to face unimaginable hardships. But even in this phase of adversity, they have managed to persevere with so much resilience. And as the saying goes, adversity introduces you to yourself. Let's get the story of Mr. Joseph and his family.
So welcome to the first episode of Brain Busters. My name is Mwangi Dominic Lotko, barabara ya MKU. Tunauliza maswali tatanishi.
At TAS Media Institute, we let you discover your talent.
Guys, apologies for that technical hitch, but better late than never. Story bado tuko nayo na bado tuko hapa. So back to you, Mama Masaba. You're talking to us about the duration that the surgery took. Tell us about that.
Okay, so they told me it will take around 6 to 7 hours, and it took around 6 hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's 6 hours of praying the whole day.
And fasting, because even you can't be able to eat anything at the time. But the Umid people were there with me. Yeah, you were even there in the morning when they're taking the baby. He was there with me the whole time, trying to encouraging me. Yeah, they were there the whole time. So I was happy for that, because you see I was alone there. Yes. Only me and the baby. And now they have taken the baby. So he stayed with me for the longest time, encouraging me. Yeah. Yeah.
So are you mentally prepared? Do you have counselors who come and talk to you during that whole period?
Okay, you see, when you reach there, when you start talking to the doctor, they also evaluate how you're taking it. Because you have to discuss the condition, they tell you the way it is. So when they see that you're okay, you're okay, you can handle the information they're giving you, then they're okay. If you can't, then they will take you for counseling. I've heard of people who have been taken for counseling when they were told the condition of the baby. You know that they're giving details. They couldn't take it, so they had to take them for counseling. But for me, I was prepared. Yeah. And I took it as they told me. I was strong. Yeah. And
being the second time.
Also even the first time, I also did the same thing. And I didn't need counseling as much, because they evaluate you when they're talking. And they told me, you look like you're ready for everything. And I told them I am, because from birth I knew she had a problem, and I also want her to be okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So how do you then bring the baby into terms with what's about to happen to her?
Okay, for her, she's small, so she couldn't understand. So what they did, the anesthetic team came and talked to me. So they told me, you're going to hold the baby, and then you're going to inject a small amount of the sedation medicine, where she won't remember us separating the kid with you. So the last memory she had is when I was holding her. So when they took her, she was not asleep, she was looking at it, but the memory, she didn't have that memory. So when she woke up, the last memory she remembered, they were together. So it was okay for the baby. She didn't cry. You see, when they separate, the baby cries. That's the last memory she remembers when she wakes up, which is not good for the baby, also for the health, because when they wake up, they're not supposed to cry, not to be so agitated, you see. So I was happy for that. So they made it so smooth. For her. She just went, just looking, and she was not crying.
6 hours later, she's back.
No, between 6 hours, they also need to give you a review of what is going on. You need to know. You can't just stay 6 hours without knowing. So even the guys from Umid, they also made sure they were doing follow-ups. They normally do follow-ups, and they go with you. Every time you have a visit in the hospital, they're with you. So they make it very smooth for you. So if you need to see the doctor, like let's say in an hour's time, they'll make sure you come back, or you come when it's the right time. They'll arrange a vehicle for you from the guest house to the hospital, the exact time you need to see the doctor, so you don't need to take so much time there. So they were following up, they were informing me, we were talking through the phone. he was also coming and telling me this is what is going on from the theater. Everything is going well.
Yeah.
They are almost done. Yeah, and when they are done, the doctor will come out and they will call you.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so interesting. Mr. Ngara, as somebody, as the biggest supporter of this initiative, how did it feel like being the person who has to be there? Because remember, these people are in India because of you. So without you, hawangejua there is this thing that is happening on the other end. So what ran through your mind during that period?
I think the most important thing is trust building. One, I trusted my partner in India because they have a record of currently they have supported up to 180 children all over the world. It's not only in Africa. They have done in Russia, Ukraine, in India, and other countries. So I trusted them. Then I also believed she trusted me, and I trusted her. So trust was one of the things that was giving us an extra energy to believe that nothing will go wrong. The other thing is they made people even looked for interpreter. Most of the Indian people don't know English. So they had throughout an interpreter. They had somebody to take them for shopping. They had a available vehicle that they were not spending money. And I think one thing that touched my heart is that God used me to help the baby Masaba through the mother. And that spirit, when I was waking up every morning and I was getting report every morning on the process, she's in the theater, she's out of the theater, they are on the way coming. You know, that joy is more satisfying than food or any other thing that you can have. Or a glass of water in a desert, it's more satisfying. It's my best thing to happen in this world, and I really want to take as many children as possible and to make a difference and to make a child smile and be happy.
Okay. So Mama Masaba, fast forward to now, it is 6 or 7 hours later, the baby is out of the theater room, and now it's the recovery period. How was that process like between the recovery from when she left the theater up until now you guys are leaving India and back to the country?
Okay, so after surgery, they called me and told me everything was okay, everything went well. I need to go. No, it's a different place. I need to go to the theater and see her. So you go there, they prepare you everything, the way you dress. And they were so happy. You have no idea. When they told me everything was okay. And then the recovery, it was very, very quick. The next day she had already woken up. And they had to remove the tubes. Because when you go in, they have to do the tubing. They had to remove them the next day. She recovered so fast, and they told me if she continues like that, in 3 days she'll be back to the ward. And that's what happened. Within 3 days she was back to the ward. She was also communicating. She even recognized me the first time she saw me. The first time she woke up, she recognized me. She started eating after a few hours, the hours they had given her. And it was so smooth. You have no idea, it was so smooth. So we went back to the ward. We stayed for 5 days because for the review. And after 5 days, they told me there's no need to keep you here. You go back to the guest, and then you'll be coming for the checkups.
Okay. So while there, did your daughter or did you also have a chance to interact with other patients who also have the same issues?
Not exactly the same, but there were patients there also. Not exactly the heart, but different issues. But there was next door was from Zimbabwe. We talked there. When you see an African person, you just want to talk to them because they are brothers. So she saw me, we started talking, found out she was from Zimbabwe. She had brought the husband, and we made friends. Even with the Indian people, the nurses are so good. They gave me nurses who could understand English. Who we could be able to communicate. Even the food, they made sure that at least they bring someone who understands the language, English at least. Even the food was, at first it was a challenge because of the spices the baby was not taking. So they tried to make Kenyan food for us. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
Yeah.
So talking about the challenges, aside from of course the language barrier and the food that you've mentioned, what are the other challenges that you encountered throughout your stay there?
Maybe the heat. It was too hot. We've never had such temperatures here, so it was hard for us, but we had to cope. At least we were prepared. We had light clothes. Yeah. Besides that, they made it so smooth for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
So talking about the whole process, the whole procedure, as we slowly come to the end, how did that experience change your whole perspective about how you look at things?
Yeah, it has changed a lot. Because I've met new people, very different cultures from ours, and I've learned a lot from them. I even started taking Indo classes to make it easier communication for us, because I enjoyed everything about them. I like their culture. They are people who are very willing to help, down to earth, very humble. So I enjoyed a lot there, and I learned a lot from them. They also learned a lot from us. They would approach me, ask me about Africa, things we do in Africa. You see, it was a life-changing thing.
So it was a life-changing
experience for me. Even for the child. You see, and also because they gave us hope. You see, here my baby was sick. Her condition couldn't be taken care in Kenya. We had to go abroad. So for us going there and getting the results that they had promised, it was life-changing for us.
Okay. So as we conclude, Ms. Tangara, talk to us about the systems, the healthcare systems that we have in the country, and of course abroad, seeing that we need to go somewhere else to seek help that we as a country can get or can work towards. How is that for you?
Wow. That's a tough question. And before I talk about that, as an oversight, one of the challenges a lot of people have when they are going abroad is the currency and the money. And I remember my first trip to go outside the country, I forgot to change dollars. So I went to a foreign country with Kenya shillings. So changing in another country to get dollars, then you get that country money, you lose a lot of money. So one of the things that we're advising people when they are going, as much as they want to go with the dollars, you like them to change and go with Indian rupees. Yes. Now, Kenya have the best, let me tell you something. Kenya have the best medical system we have. Even USA don't have NHIF. That in Kenya somebody can walk in, go and see the doctor without paying and go back home. Never heard of. We have the best. We have the best qualified doctors in Kenya. We have not so much equipment, but we have. But there are some conditions that cannot be treated in Kenya. Because one, experience. India is the second populated country in the world. So the doctors are very much experienced with the conditions. So they give them an opportunity to be higher. Number two, they have really invested in medicine, health. The way us have invested with tourism as our main tourism, coffee and tea, India have invested in health and medical. So they have what we call medical tourism, where not only Kenya, the whole world, even in America, people go for treatment in India, the whole world. So I think we are doing well, and I think what we can do, we are just helping, giving a hand where difficulties are, and we don't charge. There is no consultation. There is no any Kenya shillings. I cannot ask even for fuel to go and visit her. No. It is catered for.
Yes.
Okay. Nothing.
So that is really interesting, guys. Mr. Director from behind the scenes, and I knew we should be winding up. So this is what I'm going to say. Thank you so much, Mama Masaba, for coming. Thank you so much, Ms. Tangara, for allowing us have this conversation. So guys, if you want to get more of this story, we cannot cover everything in a span of 1 hour. We are doing a whole story about baby Masaba. So if you are interested, not really if you are interested, keep following our content, keep sharing, keep liking, keep commenting, because we are going to have her story uploaded as soon as possible. There's a whole different spot that we have just for her and her mom, so that is where you're going to get the details in case you're looking for something, in case you're looking for any information, in case you need inquiries about the same. I think you can give out your number as one of the biggest beneficiaries.
My number is 0705
yes
208 731.
Yes. Okay, Mr. Ngara, yours kindly.
Wow, mine is just like a police number. 0722 128 238. Call anytime.
Okay, so in case you want to benefit from that, you have Mr. Ngara's number, you have Mama Masaba's number. So in case of any question, anything, you can call them at any given time and they'll give you the details of what you are looking for. For that story, watch out, we have it coming up soon. So let's meet same time, same place next week. My name is Lavin Nyagoa and this has been Counting the Red Ribbons. Thank you.
Katika kipindi tunakuletea wasanii.
What's up my guys? I go by the name Reynams.
Eti nikipita kwa macho unanipimia na kama sina pesa unguwezi nipimia hapa Shenster the Poet manze.
Ngoma moto moto.
If you wanna show some love but don't fake it too. Ida kumenya mawazo mako nani anedera shire utani wako
vichekesho mkisongaza mahojiano moto moto, stori za wasanii pamoja na talanta za wasanii.
Fiki wa kasi gani kama wapatikani wakati wa shida.
Na pia kwenye kipindi utabambika, utajijenga, utaelimika, utakuza talanta yako.
My name is Rebecca Mutie, I'm a model and I'm Afri Kenya. I'm a student. Napenda kusikiza kipindi cha Bonga na Katoni kila Jumatatu kuanzia saa 9 mpaka saa 10.
Kumbuka ni kwenye Bonga na Katoni ndani ya TAS TV kuanzia saa 9 hadi saa 10 kila siku ya Jumatatu.
This is Bonga na Katoni in TAS TV. Karibuni.